Well, that's the story. I mean, I remember my ex-husband telling me the story about his two nephews who wanted to come to America. And although I never met them, 17 years later, I still cry about the story. And the story goes like this. There was two nephews, my ex-husband's nephews. They were 18 and 21. And the 21-year-old decided he wanted to leave Cuba because he wanted to come to America and join his other family. And he convinced him to take a boat and go with other people.
Who convinced them?
The 21-year-old convinced the 18-year-old, let's leave Cuba and let's go to America. And they did. But unfortunately, one didn't make it here, and it was the 18-year-old. Because he drowned and the shark ate him. I wonder today how that young man who was 21 years old when he came to Miami, how does he live with himself knowing that he convinced his brother to leave Cuba for a better life in America and didn't make it? That's a story that I know about. But what about the hundreds and thousands of stories that we never hear about? The people who die crossing the border, wetback, in trains, the heat, no food, get sold for prostitution, the children in Colombia and in Mexico, they live underneath the subway, they do drugs, they get them to become addicts so they could rob people and steal. What about those stories? So when you get up in your house and your mom tells you, take the trash out, help out, or whatever, think about all those poor souls in the world who would just love to be in America, throwing your trash out. And I go out with a man who's not from this country, and he tells me stories, Egypt, what Egypt is going through right now. And unless you have connection...
You can look at it yourself.
Yeah, well...
Go online, I'll show you some stuff. There's
you don't
some
have to
horrible
show me
stories.
anything.
Okay, so why don't you take the trash out on Sunday?